Hi there, I'm Valerie Meyers with Coldwell Banker Bailey & Company in Montrose, Colorado with your real estate news. I have good news about 2012. I want to give you an overview of what happened all of last year. But first I'll tell you that December was fabulous. We had 120% increase over December 2011. We sold 79 properties in comparison to only 50 properties. So we had a fantastic December with $16.9 million in volume in comparison to only $7.7 million in December 2011. So we ended 2012 very strongly, and I will say that almost all the months we had increases. There was only 1 month in 2012 where we did not have an increase, and in fact we had a small decrease, but overall a very strong year, and it feels like the light at the end of the tunnel, so to speak. But residential homes fared the best, probably because our bank-owned properties significantly declined. We had 49% of our sales in 2011 were bank-owned, and this year in I shouldn't say this year because now it's 2013, but in 2012 we only had 35% of our closings that were bank-owned. So it's not to say that we're not going to continue. I have talked with Rosemary Murphy, and she has indicated that we will probably have along the same lines of the amount of foreclosures that are coming on the market, and that will continue to run through that process. So they're still out there. And they're still coming, but maybe it's that we have a lot more sellers that are willing to compete with those bank-owned pricing and be very aggressive on their prices to combat, that number. So I think it's very good news. We sold residentially 603 homes in 2012, and that is the very first increase on the amount of homes that have been sold in Montrose County since 2005. So it is the first time that we've had the upswing in units, which is very encouraging. And we had, let me think here. The median price jumped from $138,500 up to $145,000. That's not saying, then that's a 4.7% increase. That does not mean the value of your home has increased 4.7%. However, we are hearing for 2013 that we should have an increase of value. But that number is just reflective of the median price of what somebody can get a house for in Montrose, and that is what the average selling price is. But it is encouraging numbers, and vacant land was probably our largest increase. We had 135% increase in volume. We sold 122 units in comparison to 2011. We only sold 52 vacant lots. So very encouraging, but the median price did drop on lots significantly. So from $62,000 to $38,000 for a vacant lot. So the prices have dropped, but a lot of people decided that it was time to pick up a few of those. So good news. Commercially, not so good news. It was the only area of our marketplace that dropped across the board. It dropped in volume and the amount of transactions and the median price. So commercially, we are still suffering a bit. And there are some deals to be had out there, but it was the one area that we had decrease across the board. On the year, though, I will tell you that we sold $132 million in transactions in comparison to only $85 million in transactions over 2011. So we had a 55% increase in volume. That's fantastic. with 759 properties. That includes farm and ranch, vacant land, commercial, residential. So 759 units in comparison to only 515 units in 2011. So our residential homes even beat all of the transactions that we had for 2011. So very good year, and we look forward to continuing this trend of doing much better than we have. It looks like if we hold to this, we will have another good year of increases and not decreases. So I feel very positive about 2013. If you would like to receive this information via email in my newsletter that I send out every month, you can email me at valerie.meyers@gmail.com to be included in my newsletter emailing list, and you'll receive a PDF of the stats. I hope you have a fantastic year, and Happy New Year. Bye-bye.